Hello everyone, it's Mr. Sean again. I want to create a little video that shows you where to look for stuff in D2L, especially for an online class, because there are multiple places that you can find things. So I wanted you to be aware of this in case maybe this was your first time taking an online class and utilizing D2L. Even though we've had D2L for a while here at Lone Star College, some of you, this might be your first time utilizing it in an online class, and my online classes are a bit different from other online classes that you might have taken. So if you look here on the screen, this is what my homepage looks like. Professor Stewart, this is what mine looks like. Yours, I don't know what your homepage looks like. I can't see that, but I can go in as a test student to see what individual courses look like. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm just going to take one of my online classes, and this is for all three of you, for all of my online classes, they're all set up the same, but I'm just utilizing this particular class as an example. And now I'm going to, if you look on the home page, so this is always the home page of the course, but first let me go in as a test student just to see what it is that you see as a student. So the home page is essentially the same. Your course name is up here at the top, and you have these tabs here that will help you and will guide you into finding things throughout this particular class. If you notice on the front of the home page, I will always post announcements. I post announcements a lot, especially if there's stuff on campus that I want you guys to be aware of, because even though you're online students, you're still part of the campus. So if there's campus activities that you as an online student want to do, just look on the announcements page and I'll post those activities as many times as I can. But if you notice, some of the stuff that's on the announcements page or the announcements portion of the home page are things that I have already sent an email about. So sometimes I'll repeat the email with an announcement. So I did a syllabus video that you want to look at that just gives the basis of the syllabus, the required syllabus quiz. Here's that announcement as well. And then I didn't send an email about this, but I posted it here on the announcements, and that's about Roar Week going on at Lone Star College University Park this particular week. So you see that on your homepage, and it doesn't matter which online class you're taking. Some of you listening to this aren't in this particular online class, but you're in another online class for me, but it's the exact same thing. So you always want to look there for announcements. There's a calendar right here, and if you notice, all of the due dates are posted. Every due date for every assignment will be posted here on the calendar, and you can even click on calendar and see the due dates with the blue dots. Once again, it's not just for this course, it's for any and every online course that I have. So go back to your home page. This will show updates. It shows that there are 30 unread discussion posts, and there's a quiz out there that I haven't taken, only in D2L. That does not count the Connect quiz. But this little dot up here shows that you have an email alert and shows that there are emails, discussion boards, and some sort of updates for the course. So anytime I mess around with the course or I provide an update, a red dot will come right here. I want you to be aware of the Content tab. Remember, if you're ever lost, always go to the Content tab. This is where everything is posted, all of the assignments for every online class. No matter what your online class is, always go to the Content tab. You can always see your grades in the class. One of the things I've been told, compared to other professors, I post grades a lot. For some reason, some other professors really never post grades, and I don't know why. But you will always see a running tally of your grades in my classes once a grade is posted. Now for the discussion boards, there are multiple places that you can go. You can go to, well, first of all, collaboration, discussions, and then here you see all of the discussion boards available to you. So that's one spot that you can go to get the discussions. You can also go to the Content tab and click on each module. So Module 1. And then you'll see the discussion boards for Module 1. That's a second place you can go. But guess what? There's a third place you can go as well to get to the discussion boards, and that's just clicking on the discussion board and when they're locked in the course calendar. So Chapter 3 is right there, and there is the discussion board in and of itself, and you can go right there to post your post. So there are multiple ways in which you can find the discussion boards from the D2L homepage. But I did want to give you an idea of how to navigate through D2L. And when there are drop boxes posted, you can go to the same spot here in the calendar page to find that Dropbox. Click on that to get to the Dropbox, or you could go to course activities, assignments, and when I post a Dropbox, it'll be right there as well. And all Dropboxes, plural, guess what? They'll be on the content tab as well. So there are multiple spots in which you can always get to an assignment here in this particular course. Something I want you all to be aware about is when it comes to the first post due dates, as well as the due dates of the discussion board in and of itself. So, for example, this is I clicked on the 8-week one interpersonal class that's going on right now. Their first post due date was yesterday. So this is the first post due date, meaning the first post, your replies to my questions. Okay? The module itself closes tomorrow. So this up here is the module close date. So what that means is you have until this date to get your replies in to the posts of your classmate. You have until this date to get your first post in. Now, what happens if you miss the first post due date? My response to that, go ahead and post what your first post is, even though it's past the due date. You'll have points deducted, but you'll get some sort of points. And remember, this is a points-based class, so some points are better than no points. So if you miss the first post due date, go ahead and post it anyway to get some points out of it instead of a straight-up 0. You'd rather have some points than a 0. So that is D2L in a nutshell, but I also want to go to Connect. So let me go back to instructor view. So this is what my Connect looks like as the professor. So these are my courses right here. But I'm just going to click on one of my courses for this semester, so Business and Professional, and this is what I see on my end. But let's switch over to what you see. So as your view as the student, this is what you see. You see the modules, you click on the modules, you see the chapter that you need to read, the due dates right here, and then you click here and you begin. And then it's worth 10 points and you're answering the questions that are either popping up while you're reading the chapter or pop up at the end. So that's what the quizzes are. Anytime there is an exam posted in Connect, I will always put the exam up here at the top. And then once it expires, I will have an exam folder that'll be here at the bottom, and then that's where the exam goes. So you are understanding how this works in terms of how D2L and Connect works. I hope I've answered some questions for you as to where to find things, where things are located. And the one thing I wanted you to be aware of, there are always multiple spots to find things in D2L. Don't just rely on one specific spot. There are multiple spots to where you can get information. If you have any questions about D2L and its navigation, send me an email. But if you're actually having D2L issues, that's when you need to go to OTS.